What is going on, everybody? It is your boy, your man's Toxic Gamer 331, back at it with another video. And I promised it yesterday. And today, today I am going to rank. Buzz almost fell over. Sorry. I'm going to rank every Pixar movie ranked from worst to best. Usually, if I would do one of these videos, I would have had all the Blu-rays out here. The thing is, I do not have all the Pixar Blu-rays because, yeah, there's that. Before I get into the before I get into the list, there's 24 Pixar movies altogether. And second of all, don't forget, before I read the list, to subscribe, like the video, comment if you would like to, share the video, and ring the bell for all notifications. As Buzz Lightyear shall say, to infinity and beyond into the list. I don't know if that was probably corny for you guys, I'm sorry about that. Okay, for 24th place, this one, I don't think a whole lot of people know it's even a thing anymore. It is very forgettable out of the Pixar franchise. And it's my least favorite of the Cars franchise. It is, I know probably people, these are all good movies, by the way, it's just, how I ranked them. But, this one is not what everybody thinks is the least favorite out of the Cars franchise. And they think it's Cars 2. But in my opinion, I think that Cars 3 is the worst Pixar movie of all time. I don't know, it's just, it's weird, because why I put it so low is because it's forgettable, and also it's just, the story is kind of, well, it's kind of a passing of the torch, but yeah, I don't like it that much, so, yeah. 23rd place, this movie was actually fairly good, just not on par with other ones, excuse me, and that would be The Good Dinosaur. A real, tearjerker of a story for a movie. The tale is, a young dinosaur gets separated from his family, and he was just following his dad, basically, out of the storm, because he's afraid of the storm. Dad dies, classic, Disney thing that happens every single time they kill off the parents. And basically, the dinosaur is trying to find his way back home, and he stumbles with a new friend called Spot, which is a kid who is separated from his family too. But not a talking kid, more of a caveman-ish kid. Yeah, very good movie. I know what y'all gonna say. This should be the last place for the worst Pixar movie. Cars 2, I put 23rd place. 22nd place. Hey, at least I didn't put it in, like, the top 10 or 15, you know? But, anyways, I actually, well, when this came out, you know, I was younger, so I didn't really dislike anything that back then when I was younger, so I still like it because I'm still young, so. But, yeah, I think that the idea was great, where Mater basically has to become the James Bond of the Cars to work for CIA agents, and, yeah. And they go to Tokyo and they do races all around the world, which I thought was pretty cool. 21st place, another one that is forgettable, but it's not that bad of a movie, and that would be Finding Dory. Yeah, this one's very forgettable that it is still even a thing. the story is they're trying to find Dory, who is trying to find her mom and dad, and hears like a big ship in the distance and gets transported to aquarium, and Marlin and Nemo are trying to find her and save her, and Dory finds a couple friends on the way, finds her old pal Destiny, who she used to speak to, in the pipes near her, and she meets a octopus who, well, he's not really an octopus because he's missing an arm. Forgot his name, Hank. She meets Hank. So, really good movie. But forgettable. So, 20th place is Brave. Oh boy. I'm sorry for people that love Brave. But it's just, yeah, it's a good story, but yeah, it's not my favorite. The story, I gotta get my Irish accent ready. The old tale is, I'm just gonna do whatever voice I can for like storytelling thing. I can't do an Irish voice. The old tale is that a young lady named Merida is running for princess. Is going to become a princess soon, and she becomes frustrated with her mother, and she goes to a witch to like make her mom do whatever she says, basically. And the witch gives her a bear spell, which turns her mom into a bear. And what do you know? The husband of the mother hunts bears all around, basically. Real funny movie, and yeah, it's still good. Sorry for people that are upset at me right now. Ooh, realistically, I think I should have put this before Brave, in my opinion, because, yeah. 19th place, I put A Bug's Life. They decided to do something a little different after Toy Story here, and do A Bug's Life, where it go, if you can't tell by the title, it goes into what bugs do to survive, and they stock up fruits, veggies, and poop to eat to keep on surviving. And yeah, there's this big baddie named Hopper who is a grasshopper, and his clan are invading the ants' base to get all the stuff that they have for food to get them, except for the poop. But yeah, decent. 18th place, I put the prequel to Monsters Inc., Monsters University. This was a very good movie. It goes into a little farther of Mike's backstory. And when he was a kid, he basically went to the scare program on school trip, and he was not supposed to cross the line into one of the scare rooms, and he did, and one of the people said, "I don't know how you got in there. Oh, wow, I didn't even see you," basically, and gave him his Monsters University hat, and that's how Mike Wazowski wanted to become a scarer, and he decides to join goes to Monsters University, and is part of a group called Uzma Kappa, and they're fighting against other teams, Roar, Omega, Roar, Hiss, and wait, is it Hiss? Yeah. Like all sorts of groups, and they're trying to find out who the ultimate team is at scaring people and stealth and all types of those missions. So, good prequel. I still don't know why they could have done that one first, but realistically, same thing with Bug's Life. I should have put this one above Monsters University, I think. One of the newer Pixar films came out early last year, Onward. A very emotional tale about, what do you know, another parent dies, but the dad dies. And the son never met his dad, and he, on it for his birthday, he gets a present where he could see his dad for one whole day until he goes back to the afterlife, basically. What do you know? He uses the Staff of Merlin to bring him back, but it's only his legs that are brought back, not his whole body, and they have to go search somewhere to find something that could basically regenerate him altogether. Really good tale with Tom Holland and Chris Pratt as brothers, trying to bring their dad back, and so yeah, good movie. Oh boy, another one that probably people will be upset at, and that is Coco. This the story is, I'm trying not to say the same thing over and over again. That's why I'm like, you know. The tale is a young boy named Miguel grows up in a family and loves music, but his whole family is not supposed to like music because of his great-grandfather dying and supposedly leaving for his music career, and that one day he tries to he thinks that this big music star, Ernesto de la Cruz, is his great-grandfather, and on, I forgot what the holiday's called, but he goes to he wants to play for the band competition coming up soon, and yet doesn't have a musical instrument, and he goes into Ernesto de la Cruz's grave and gets a guitar, and when he strings it, he becomes suddenly, well, not really dead, but he joins the dead people and meets his future relatives, and they're trying to bring him back to the original world, and he still loves music, so yeah. 15th place, Toy Story 3. My least favorite out of the Toy Story franchise here. Why I don't like it is because it's kind of the saddest out of the franchise, excluding Toy Story 4. Well, no, it's more sadder than Toy Story 4. Andy's moving to college, and he can't take care of his toys anymore, so, Woody and his Buzz and all of their friends decide to take one last roundup and go, they don't decide to go to one last roundup. The mom's trying to find a perfect place for the toys to be sold to, and they get sold, they get brought to, what's it called? I forgot what the school was called, but it's preschool, where kids play with toys and stuff, and the main head there is Lotso, the strawberry smelled pink bear, who is secretly a bad guy, and all of Woody and her Buzz and Jessie are trying to all escape from the school to go back to Andy. And yeah, it was that story. 14th place, I put the first Incredibles. You already know, I said it in the last video, I like the second Incredibles more than the first one. But it's still a good movie. They introduced this superhero group called the Incredibles, which are a family group. The dad has super strength and stuff. His wife has super stretching abilities. Their daughter Violet can project force field and turn invisible. their oldest son, Dash, can run super fast, and Jack has a multitude of powers. So yeah. 13th place, I put Finding Nemo. The fishy tale. See what I did there? The fishy tale is about a son who wants to go out into the deep, but his father says no because last time he went out to the deep, like, his wife got killed by a shark and feels it's dangerous for his son, and his son says basically, no, I'm not gonna listen to you, I'm gonna go out into the sea anyways, and he gets picked up by fellow fishermen to go into a fish tank at a dentist office at, I'm trying to remember the letters, C. Wallaby Way, Sydney, something like that, in Sydney, Australia, and the tale is Marlin's trying to bring back his son, and he stumbles across a few friends, most importantly Dory, who's voiced by Ellen, I forgot her last name, but you know, the TV host and stuff, and yeah, and they stumble across a couple more friends that help them to get to Sydney, and yeah, it's a good fish movie. 12th place, oh wait, we're halfway there, by the way, halfway there. 12th place, I have put another fishy movie. That's gonna get old really soon. Luca, the newest Pixar movie right now. This was a very good movie. The story is there's lots of fish down under the surface area, and this one kid, Luca, his parents don't want him to go up to the top surface, and he's not supposed to, and then he stumbles upon this one friend, I forgot what his name was, because I've only seen it once, and I've seen it recently, and the other dude pulls him to the surface and lets him hang out there, basically, and says, the surface isn't that bad after all, it's really fun, and, he befriends this new friend, and they play with the human people, and his parents know of this, and they're trying to find him while he stumbles across a new friend, and they do an eating contest as well, so, and a swimming and biking contest, so, yeah, really good. 11th place, I put Inside Out. So, it's where all the emotions in your head, what they would be like if they were people inside your head. And that's the story that you got joy, you got sadness, you got anger, you got disgust, and also, hold up, I got a little treat for us today. Oh, dang. Oogie Boogie fell over. Sorry, guys. Okay. And Fear over here, my favorite. Yeah. There's that. 10th place, I put the first Cars movie. Where they decide to bring cars back to life. I had to take a drink, my stomach was hungry. Cars come to life and what it would be like if they were driven by themselves. Lightning McQueen is a main character voiced by Owen Wilson. Mater is another character who's voiced by Larry the Cable Guy, and Lightning McQueen is a race car, and he's trying to get back to the big race finale, but can't because he got teleported. He got left somewhere in the desert, and he's trying to find his way back, but stumbles across this place called Radiator Springs, which he meets Mater, and he has to stay there for a couple days to finish the road, so, yeah. 9th place, I put Monsters, Inc. I know that I put this 2nd place on the Disney list. But you know, for Disney and Pixar are different. Like, I like them differently. As a Disney movie, I like it that way, but I don't like it as much as a Pixar movie. You getting me? I don't know if you getting me, but yeah. The movie where monsters, you find out what they're doing, scaring people and all that. They're just generating screams from that world for their own world to power up everything. So they have a purpose of scaring. And what they decide at the end, they decide to do laughter instead of scaring. So yeah, excuse me. Eighth place, I put. Excuse me. Toy Story 2. I know that a whole lot of people think that this one's the least favorite out of the Toy Story movies, but I actually think it was a pretty good movie. Woody gets mistakenly bought at a yard sale, and he goes to Al's Toy Barn. Yeah, and he's getting part. Al wants him to be part of Woody's roundup with the rest of the toys, which in this movie they introduced Jesse, Bullseye, and forgot what that last guy was, but Stinky Pete, that's who. And yeah, I like this one more than other people do. 7th place, I put the first Toy Story. I ironically before this just watched Toy Story, so that's weird. The first ever Pixar movie where it tells if toys were real and could talk. And so what happens is they hang out and stuff and all that cool business, you know. So yeah. And there's a mean old kid next door called Sid who blows up toys and stuff. And sadly, Buzz and Woody both end up there, and yeah, their goal is trying to make it out. And in the movie, Woody becomes jealous of Buzz because he's the new toy, and so yeah. 6th place, I put Toy Story 4, my favorite Toy Story movie. I think that they left this a good ending for the franchise. Added new characters that they could do for like a spin-off series or something. And yeah, really good movie. They had Porky, Bunny, Ducky, and Duke Kaboom, and all those characters that they added. Woody finds out that Bo Peep is still out there somewhere, and he's trying to find her, but also they're trying to get back to the RV, which Bonnie, the new owner of the toys, is, after joining kindergarten, after doing kind of a prep for kindergarten, the parents decide to go on a camping trip to help her get more prepped for kindergarten and stuff. And Forky is a new toy that Bonnie made in kindergarten, which they made him out of trash. And Forky is trying to go to the trash, and Woody's trying to stop him. And one day he jumps out of the RV to go to trash, but Woody goes after him, and the goal for the other toys is try to keep the parents and Bonnie over at the camp until Woody and Forky both return to the RV so they could go. So yeah. Fifth place is The Incredibles 2. My favorite out of the Incredibles franchise. The story of the movie is the Incredible, Mr. Incredible, Violet, and Dash find out that Jack has powers, and they have to keep it away from Mama Incredible, so she doesn't get worried and doesn't return from her job, which she works for this guy named, I forgot what his name was, but he is trying to make superheroes legal again, and he thinks that Elastigirl is the best move to do that. So, to make superheroes more likable. So, yeah. Fourth place, I put WALL-E. They decided to do something different and go to space. And this was a good movie. The story of it is that Earth is destroyed now. An apocalyptic world now, and there's other human survivors that are up in the spaceship trying to find new land so they could survive on. And Eva, one of the robots from there, comes to the apocalyptic world to check out life forms and stuff to see if they still alive. And she ironically stumbles upon WALL-E. And WALL-E and Eva both go to the big ship. So, and WALL-E's trying to get back to Earth, basically. Third place, not a whole lot of people think that this was the best. Well, it's not my best favorite, but not as high on their Pixar list as they think it is. But Soul. I actually liked this movie more than some other people did. It's about this musician who's trying to find the right job to play in a band, and one day he gets a job, but he's not paying attention, and he falls into what are those called? Like stuff in the street, that have a lid open and stuff. He falls into that, and what happens is he kind of gets concussed and knocked out, and he goes into this universe basically before the death to try and escape and get new jobs and stuff. So, cool. Second place is Up. This was a great movie. Sad. The soundtrack's, well, it's not, it's more musical than people actually singing. But the music I thought was very good in this film. This movie is about this one guy, Carl Fredrickson? Who? Carl Fredrickson, who lost his wife, and he's trying to he's living in a house by himself, and he's facing bills and stuff, and he found Russell, this one kid, stumbles upon him, and he's a part of a camp group and is trying to get badges and stuff, and Carl asks for his help to try and stay in his house and not get them bills. So yeah, and what he decides to do is get a lot of balloons and put it in his house so he can float away in his magical dream home. They stumble upon friends, what's that one? Doug and Kevin. Kevin is actually getting hunted by this one dude, the bad guy in the film, who's trying to hunt him because he's the only creature left of its kind, and Carl Fredrickson doesn't want that to happen. So yeah. My favorite out of the Pixar movies is actually Ratatouille. kind of a plot line that shouldn't have worked, but it did work. With a rat learning how to cook. I know that sounds stupid, but trust me, when you watch it, you're gonna change your mind. A rat is trying to is tired of eating junk food for his rat clan, so he decides to go and try to get fresh food from this house, and he stumbles upon TV, and and cooking, and one of the phrases from one of the cooks on the TV, and his name's Gusteau. His catchphrase was, "Anyone can cook." So Remy, the rat, is trying to cook, and he finds his way to France, and he tries to cook in Gusteau's restaurant, and the chefs find him, and this one chef named Linguini is supposed to kill the rat, but he doesn't, and he's not a cooker. So Remy teaches him how to cook, and it goes on that. So, yeah. Pixar movies. I hope you all enjoyed. The next video should be coming out tomorrow, which should be either my top 15 favorite Marvel supervillains, or every Royal Rumble win ranked from worst to best. I hope y'all enjoyed, and also I might be reading the comments, and responding back. So, and I'll see you in the next one, boys and girls.